How's it going, everyone, and welcome again to my channel. So now Canon rumors have just leaked out the R5C's specifications. This is good news. I'm definitely excited about the ability now that it can record. I mean, according to the specs here, 8K60 internal RAW. That's actually pretty huge when it comes to those that actually want to record, let's say 8K60 for whatever reason, you know, during a wedding or something like that. But anyways, yeah, that's big, I guess. So, you know, guys, I always thought about the pricing, right? What does this do to pricing? We don't know, right? So it can go from 4,500, right? Go maybe to 5,500, and hopefully there's not a lot of more price increase because of that small feature. But going again to the specifications that I'm looking at right now, I do see it also says internal cooling fan enables non-stop 8K60 recording, which is definitely good to hear. But how does it? How it will? Oh, let me put that word again. How will it handle outside ambient temperature when it comes to the summer? Right. That's exactly what we need to know. Because if it does well under the summer, right, it doesn't overheat in any mode. And even I'm talking about 4K 120, R3 does, right? So if it doesn't do none of that, then it becomes a really good hybrid camera. Now, how about stills, right, for photographers? Well, let's look at that potato picture that even Canon rumors posted on here. When I look at it, right, well, let's just step away from the specifications just for a minute here. Let's take a look at that picture. I do see the back of it being extended a little bit further, right? So it looks a little bit more bulkier. But the top, just guys, look at the top. It does look like it has an EVF, you know, viewfinder, definitely, right? So, oh man, that viewfinder, it just tells you this will be a really good hybrid camera. Now, I don't want to compare this to other ones, but I mean, when we look at the Sony FX3, it doesn't have a viewfinder like that. So it's mostly a cinematic-centric kind of camera, rather than the R5C being a hybrid camera. It can do both. I mean, that's amazing, right? But we know that the R5 is more towards photography rather than videography. On this hand, it will be more towards cinematography rather than photos. So again, we don't know until we have one in our hands here, you know, on our set. But R5C specifications, right? 4K 120. That's another thing. Definitely want to test it out. If it can do 4K 120, right, continuously, more than 10, 20 minutes, just to test out and see where does the overheat limits are. If there aren't any on this camera, then that's exactly, you know, that's exactly a really strong purchase investment wise, even on the long run. So another thing is variety of recording formats. Let's see, Canon Log 3 expands expressive possibilities, so that's good. Enhanced image stabilization. We don't know yet how the autofocus is going to pan out here. So if the autofocus is going to be really good, then that's good, right? The C70 has some struggles with autofocus. Again, it's a cinema camera. But because this is a hybrid camera, I believe that the shooting is going to be, the autofocus is going to be really effective here. So, I mean, my R6 just does amazing on autofocus, so I have no problem with that. Recording media. So CF Express slot Type B. So that's good. I don't have a Type B card yet. I've always have a you know, SD card, which is the next thing, of course. So you can do two on the R5C, CF Express, and SD cards. Okay, so that's good. So I'm sure you can record them both. You'll have that option, just the R6 and R5 does. So you know, it's gonna fall through here too as well. But these are massive files if you do an 8K60. I mean, even Canon rumors put it on here that the CF Express card recording time, okay, 512 gigabit card. Just let that sink in. A 512, you know, gigabit card, right? It costs about between $200 to $300, maybe more. I think, I'm not sure. Even the SanDisk is the one I'm thinking about. 2,570 megabits per second covers you only 24 minutes. Imagine if you were doing a wedding, 8K 60. You're doing a long day wedding, right? That is a lot of terabytes of footage. So, but there are out there cinematographers that shoot and want to shoot at the highest quality possible, because you want to crop in, right? You want to use that crop in, and we don't even know yet if there is any crop on this, or is it full frame, 4K, you know, full frame all the way to 8K, right? No crop whatsoever. That would be fantastic as well. But these are massive files if you're planning on shooting this for that long. For me, it's 4K 60. I think that's pretty sweet, even for weddings at this point for me. And so that's where I'm at. But my thoughts are there are three things I want to see on this camera, right? So definitely the first one has to be overheating. There can't be any of these going on, because that would cripple this camera out. I mean, if there was overheating on 4K 120, there's, you know, a point that's going to go down. I mean, if it overheats even during the summertime at all, you know, it's not going to be a very reliable cinematographic camera. So, but I'm hoping that's not the case, right? So 1, overheating. Number 2, the 4K 120, make sure that doesn't overheat, right? And 3, we don't know about weather sealing. So if there is some sort of weather sealing, we need to understand as to how that will impact it, right? When it comes to taking it out in our rain or something like that. If it does, that'd be great. That would be phenomenal. And yeah, that's about it. Those are my thoughts. And again, going back to pricing, I don't know. So hopefully we'll hear that within the next 24 hours, I think. And if the price is right, I'll definitely pick one up. I just needed to be at that right one. Be at one point where pricing makes sense for me to purchase it and invest on it on a long run. But if you have an R5 or an R6 and you're planning on selling it because of this camera, I would just still keep the R5 and R6 as probably most likely a B cam if you end up just pre-ordering it and getting it. If you're still not sure because of the unknowns yet, I still hold on to it. But for me, I'll always shoot right now as my main cam will be my R6. And my B cam right now is my EOS R. So those are my thoughts. But what are your thoughts? Do you think the price will be $4,500, $5,500? What's your take on it? What do you think about it? Is this something that you definitely want to pick it up and check it out for yourself if the price is right? So let me know your thoughts on the comments below. And again, my name is Alex, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.